Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel, The Creative Book Shack. I'm Debs, and firstly today I am going to draw the winner of my free draw to win this little booklet to celebrate going over 100 subscribers. I've added a few more bits into it. All you had to do was be subscribed to my channel and comment on the video that I put up by yesterday, and I will enter you into the draw. Now, only 4 people commented, so you have a 1 in 4 chance of me sending you this. We're going to do it right now on screen. Here are the 4 commenters. So I'm going to fold these up like this. And then I am going to stick them in this handy little bag. 2, 3, oh, can't even pick them up now. 2, 3, 4, they go in there. We give them a really good shake. We open up the bag and blindly pick one out. And I will be sending this to... Congratulations! I'll be in touch to find out your postal address. The Vanne, you are my winner. You will be receiving this in the post. I'm tucking your name in there. Right, that done with. Thought I might do some painting. I picked up this book. I picked it up from my parents' house. And it's a lovely little art book I was playing about on the first page. It's got double thickness pages, and it goes all the way to that end, and then it goes all the way that way too. And from what I can see, having painted on this page, it doesn't affect the reverse. And it all goes in this lovely little box, which I thought was quite cute. So I am going to use very few watercolour paints, and I have here a grey. That, look, there's a hair stuck in that one, which I'm just going to spritz with some water. I have a pencil. I have a couple of micron pens. This is a 0.1. This is a PN. They are fine liners and they're water resistant. You can see I've already masked up the page. I have a very big love-hate relationship with masking tape. So I use one of these on it, which is an anti-static thing. I think it's just got flour in it. And I rub that round the edges before I put the tape on, because I am forever ruining the page, taking the tape off. I've got a box of paintbrushes. I have 2 jars of water because I like to keep one clean. And I also have some sea salt. I might pause you to dry stuff, but let's see how we go. First of all, bear in mind I can't paint, okay? So this is going to be a sort of abstracty thing. So to start with, I've just got a circle and I am going to go around the outside. Oh look, almost circular. Or do I want it smaller than that? No, let's have it that size. Let's have it that size. And I'm going to start with a relatively small brush. I'm going to use this. And I'm going to put some of the ochre into the center of the circle, just on dry paper. And then I'm going to mix in some of the yellow. And I'm going to put that further out. Just like that. And then I'm just going to add some more water to make it thinner. And I'm going to go out to the edges of this circle. I don't want, too dark, don't want too much bleeding on it when I put the other colour on the outside. So here we go, up to the edge, like that. And I'm just going to go round the edges of that bit. Then I'm going to leave that like that. And I'm going to move those round because I want this. I'm going to get a bigger brush and some clean water. And oh, it's a big long brush and I just knocked the camera. Oops. And again, I'm just going to wet these other squares. Well, they're not quite squares. If this masking tape pulls all my paper off, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, then we're going to start with some water and that's actually, I wanted it a bit bluer than that, so let's see what we've got. What is that? That's better. Yeah, okay. I'm going to start off up here. And I'm going to drag it downwards. So most of the colour will be, let's put a bit more on there, will be at the top. Now I want it to bleed slightly, but not a lot. Okay. Go round that again. I'm going to put a bit more colour there. Going to add a bit more colour to this pool. This is going to dry lighter because watercolour does. I'm just going to dump that around there. It's now quite wet. And now, sea salt. I'm going to get some sea salt. I'm going to sprinkle it on. Like that. I put quite a lot on. Do you see how the sea salt is already soaking up the paint? Okay, I'm going to pause you while I dry this a bit and we'll see how it goes. Okay, it's not completely dry, but you can see the effect of the salt. I'm going to take that off there and we will smudged it a bit, but I don't think it's going to matter. That bit's a bit wetter. I'm just going to put all this into the bin and get a dry brush and just brush the rest of the salt off. So, do you see what we've got? Is there a bit of salt there? Yeah, there's a bit of salt there. Let's get rid of that. Gives you this nice mottly effect, which I really like. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, since I've gone so far over the edges on this, is I'm just going to coat the whole thing. So you will be able to see the yellow through it, but it's got this greyness on top of it as well. Just like that. And then I'm going to pause you while I properly dry it this time. Okay, we're now properly dry. So I now want a pencil, and what have I done with that? Here it is. I want to draw some plants. I want to draw them quite lightly. I'm going to have one that comes up here. We're going to have a leaf there. We're going to have a leaf there. And there. One there. And one there. Then I want to have another stalk coming up here. We'll have a leaf there. One there. One there. And then finally, we will have one come up through there with a leaf there, a leaf there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. I am I'm going to move my paints out of the way. We're going to go for the thicker pen. And I think I'm going to do them in the order that I drew them. So I want a line that comes over here. And that follows this all the way round to here. I have another one that goes here. And it goes up there to here. No, it goes all the way round to there. And then we have the final one that comes up here and just goes to there. And I'm going to put these on. You can always use these sort of things as papers in your journals. There's one there. And on this one we have one there. We have one there. I'm going to put another one on there. This final one, I've got one down there. One there. One there. One there. One there. I actually think that one was meant to go on there. So we will also, we'll put one down here. Right, I'm moving now to the thinner pen. And this is a 0.1 fine liner. And in this, I'm just going to put some veins on the leaves. Oh, look, I've missed one there. Let's do that one. Like that. Right. Back to the thinner pen. I find doing this sort of thing really therapeutic. And it doesn't actually take that long with the drying. My major trauma with these, like I say, is taking the masking tape off. I've tried all sorts of different types of masking tape. Most of them I have disasters with. I'm hoping we're not going to have a disaster today. I draw over the masking tape because then I can see that the lines line up properly. If I skip the masking tape and jump over, they don't all look the same. They look as though, because I can't get them straight, I can't get them in the right place. Like I say, I'm not an artist. But I don't think you need to be to actually create art. or to have fun in an art journal. So yeah, I'm never going to be able to paint a portrait. What I am going to be able to do is enjoy making art. Whether or not it's any good, I'm just going to enjoy doing it. I find when you're doing something like this, it clears your mind of any other bits and pieces. So, next, I'm just every so often going to put some small berries. I'm going to make them black because I want to. And I'm just going to put them almost at the top of the plants. Then I am going to take a white pen and just put a tiny highlight on them. This pen is probably a bit too thick. Could have done with a thinner one. Okay. Finally, I'm going to get a different tin of paints because this one has, oh, this one is sticky. This one has gold in it. I'm gonna, dark gold, yeah. Spritz that. I'm gonna find quite a big, I'm gonna use one of those and I'll just get some paint on there. I do like splatters and I'm just gonna splatter that on there. Is that enough splatters? I think that's enough splatters. Right, finally, I'm going to pause you again while I dry this before we take the paper off. Okay, I think we're all dry, so we're going to have the big reveal to see whether or not I tear my paper. Not so far. Number 1, success. Number 2, success. Ah! Damn, it's tearing. We'll go this way and see if we can save it. Just. Do you see what I mean? Do you see the problem I have with? Right, these are usually the worst ones. I really hate masking tape. The trouble is, if you use anything that is less adhesive, it lets the water underneath and then you don't get nice lines. And I like the nice lines. I just don't want the tears in my paper. Okay, we are nearly there. If we can just get this last one off in one piece. we're in luck. And there you go. I think that's quite effective for someone who can't paint. I'm quite pleased with it. That's all for today. Thank you very much for stopping by. Congratulations to my lovely subscriber. Thank you all for subscribing, and I will be in touch to see what address we need to post this off to, and I will be back with another video on Friday. Lovely to see you all. I hope you have a fabulous week. Bye for now.